everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another meal prep and farmers market haul for the week. If you're new to this channel, I do meal prep videos like this almost every week. I've been doing them for the past couple months, where I show you everything I got from the farmers market and all the meals I'm going to make this week. So I have my farmers market produce here. I'll show you everything I bought. This is gonna be a lighter meal prep than my other videos. I don't feel like cooking for like 5 hours today. So I'll show you everything I'm gonna make. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let's just jump on with this meal prep and farmers market prep. So let's get started. Okay, so here is all of my farmers market produce. So for leafy greens this week, I have some collard greens, kale, 2 things of lettuce, and I also have 1 cabbage. I get all of my farmers market produce from this organic stand. This is all organic this week. I have some cucumbers, my favorite carrots, which if you've been watching my meal prep videos, these are like the best carrots. I got some beets, cauliflower, and some dill. I'm gonna do a quick produce wash. I feel like I've already shown you guys my method a bunch, so I'm just gonna do it really quick, and then I'll get on with my recipes. So before I get started, I'm just gonna start by steaming my beets in this Instant Pot. And then by the time these are done, I'll put my other soup in here. So I have them in the Instant Pot with the stand and the basket on top. And then I'm gonna add in about 2 cups of water. And I'm just gonna push this off to the side. If you're new here, I use this Trader Joe's fruit and veggie wash. It works so well. These are the ingredients in case you're wondering. I've also used white vinegar in the past, and that also works pretty well. So I'm gonna start out with the romaine. These came right from the farm, so that's why I like to just make sure they're super clean. And then I like to rinse off the leaves. If you've watched my videos, you already know this, but I like to take the water out and water my trees outside, so I'll be right back. Next I'll do these carrots, which are looking super dirty. Let's add in my leafy greens. I'm completing Dr. Furman's Nutritarian Certificate Program, and we are learning about how leafy greens are one of the most nutrient-dense foods you could consume. So I try to eat leafy greens every single day in a smoothie and a salad. They are rich in phytochemicals, isothiocyanates, lutein, zeaxanthin, and yeah, that's why I try to eat so many. Cucumbers, cauliflower. What I found. Speaking of washing your veggies really good. And the cabbage looks really clean, so I'm just gonna rinse it off. And that's it. This whole process only took me 14 minutes according to my camera. Here's all my washed veggies. I like to put them on a dish towel to let them dry off a little bit. I don't use a salad spinner because that would just take me so long to salad spin like this amount of leafy greens. I've been using these bags to store my veggies in. They're reusable. There's all different kinds of these available on Amazon. Cucumbers. I'm going to use these containers for my leafy greens. And in this container, I'm gonna put the rest of my lettuce. And I like it when they're just slightly damp because I think it helps them stay more crisp in these containers. I've explained this before, but these containers don't seal all the way, so they get kind of dry after a while. I heard the Instant Pot release naturally, so let's see how our beets did. So here's how the beets turned out. I let them cool and then I cut them up and put them in the fridge, and I'm gonna mostly use these in salads. They actually turned out so sweet, steaming them this way. Okay, so for this week's meals, I'm gonna make lentil tacos using my Instant Pot. This recipe is so easy, and my boyfriend loves tacos. This is one of his favorite things that I make. And it is super easy for meal prep because you just prep the filling, and then when you wanna make them, you just warm up your tortillas, or you can eat this in a lettuce wrap, and then you can put some lettuce on it, some salsa. Super easy, and it's nice to like take a break from like soups because I make a lot of soups. So I'm just warming up the Instant Pot here. I'm gonna add in 1 onion, along with, this is 2 bell peppers, and this is a whole bunch of shiitake mushrooms, and the mushrooms add a nice chewy texture in with the like mushy lentils. Give these a stir, make sure they don't burn on the bottom. I'm gonna splash in a little bit of veggie broth to make sure it doesn't stick at the bottom, and I'm gonna add in 5 cloves of garlic. And I'm gonna let the mushrooms and onions cook down a bit so that they like release their flavors. Oops. For spices, I'm gonna add in 3 tablespoons of chili powder. This is like a chili powder blend. It doesn't have any salt in it. 2 teaspoons of cumin. This is one of my new favorite spices. It's chipotle powder. It smells so phenomenal. It has like a smoky smell to it. I got this at Sprouts. I'm not sure how many other places carry this, but it's a little bit spicy, so... Oh god, that was too much. Why did I do that? It's a little spicy, so don't add too much. I just add like a teaspoon. And I'm gonna add some liquid aminos. This is like a low sodium soy sauce replacement. You can do no salt if you want, but I'm gonna add just a little bit of this. About 1.5 teaspoons since we're making so much. And another thing I like to add is just a little tablespoon of date paste. This is 1 pound of dry lentils that I rinsed off. And this is 3 tablespoons of quinoa. And this is gonna absorb any extra liquid at the end of the cooking process so that it's not like mushy. I'm gonna add in 2 cups of water, along with 2 cups of veggie broth. And I almost forgot, whoops, I almost forgot about 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. I've also added this to the end of the cooking process as well, and I think it adds a little bit more flavor if you add a little bit more in right at the end. Pop on the lid and set the timer. Press cancel, manual or pressure cook to 8 minutes. In my other Instant Pot, I'm gonna make some quinoa, and I'm planning on having tacos meal prepped and some quinoa just to make some veggie bowls with all my veggies, and I'm gonna add some like edamame and cucumber to make sort of like a sushi bowl. So that's what I'm gonna make in my other Instant Pot. I'll show you what I make. So I rinsed the quinoa off really good, and then I put the water up just below, I said to the knuckle last time, but just below this line, I think makes it a little bit less overdone. And set the valve to sealing. And then I press pressure cook for 10 minutes. I'm gonna make a sauce that will go with my sushi bowls and on top of my tacos. This is a very basic, easy recipe that you can like tweak and make however you want. But I like to use a few different like nuts and seeds, so I'm not just always using cashews. I'm gonna do a half a cup of raw cashews. It's probably even better if you soak these ahead of time, but I never like plan ahead like that. I'm gonna add 1 date for a hint of sweetness, 1 clove of garlic, a half a lemon, about a half a teaspoon of liquid aminos, add in some water. That was 1 cup, and blend it up. And you can adjust the water to however thick or thin you want it. I repurposed these bottles. This one was a green juice, and this one was Cindy's Kitchen dressing. So I like to use these for my salad dressings. Let's taste our concoction. This is a very mild but like pleasantly yummy sauce. And these will last a few days in the fridge. I probably wouldn't go more than like 5 days. And that's all I'm gonna make for now. This is actually one of my shortest meal preps I've done. So I'll show you my whole fridge reveal next, once everything's done. And here are all of my creations. I have 4 containers of lentil taco filling. If we don't end up eating all of this, I'm gonna put one of these in the freezer so we can have it next week. And then I have 3 containers of quinoa. Same thing, I might end up putting some of this in the freezer. And I'll show you what my fridge looks like, all nice and organized for the week. So here's my full fridge prep for the week. I have our leafy greens that we washed, the salad dressing I made. Here's all the cooked food I just prepped, the lentil taco filling, and some quinoa for like veggie bowls or sushi bowl. I also have the beets that I steamed. I cut them up into little pieces. And then last week I went to Costco and I got a bunch of veggies in bulk. I filmed a video, I just haven't posted it yet, so let me know if you want to see what I got from Costco last week. So I have all these peppers left over. I might like bake them with the cauliflower that I bought, or I might saute these and put them with my tacos. But yeah, I definitely have to use these, and I have a bunch of tomatoes that I got from there too. And I have this dill that I bought from the farmer's market, and I bought this so I can make pickles. I've been making my own pickles. So I have pickled radishes and pickled beets. I grew these both from my garden. And I have some more back here. They are so good, so let me know if you want me to show you the recipe. And these are Colin's overnight oats that he likes. And then down in the drawers, I have some more veggies, the cabbage that we bought, carrots, and then just some apples and lemons and random stuff. And I have some tofu and tempeh that I might bake to go with my veggie bowls or sushi bowls. So yeah, this is all my fridge prep for this week. So lastly, I just wanted to include some of the meals I made with all of my meal prepped food. We made these lentil tacos several nights this week. I just heated up some corn tortillas and topped it off with some salsa and the cream sauce I made. And I also made them into little lettuce wrap tacos, which were super good. And here's the sushi bowls that we had with some shredded cabbage and quinoa. And I absolutely love this recipe because you can put a ton of veggies in, and the edamame gives you lots of protein. Towards the end of the week, I took any veggies I had left over and I just baked them with some veggie broth and some spices. So I have the cauliflower, peppers, carrots, and tofu, and I just made them into a roasted veggie bowl, and this recipe was so yummy. I posted the full recipe on my Instagram. You can go follow me at shantimarie_. And yeah, in addition to these things, I also just made lots of salads with my leafy greens and the beets, and I also made lots of smoothies with all my leafy greens and frozen fruit. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I gave you some inspiration for your next meal prep, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!